We're just a couple of nerds getting sidetracked with side quests. I'm Adam.
I'm Kaya, and every day's a new side quest.
Hello, Wanderers. Welcome back to Layton's Mystery Journey. Last we left off, we talked to the mayor, and she told us I was going to say a fairy tale. I don't think that's exactly right, but she told us a legend about the two lovers that died on the Thames and how this murder that might not be a murder is exactly the same. So, yeah, we're going to go investigate the Thames now, which means we have to go to our bicycle. So wait, can I just go by bike? Yeah, let's do that. Let's go investigate the Thames and see what we got.
Oh, it's you.
Oh, voices. I don't have to voice act.
You're that so-called detective who thinks you solve cases with gut feelings and instinct, aren't you?
Am I so aggressive?
Do I know you?
I'm Emiliana Perfetti, forensic analyst and profiling expert. Unlike some people, I base my deductions on hard evidence, facts and figures.
Well, that all sounds very impressive.
Yeah, impressively stuck up.
You tell him, Cheryl.
Anyway, I'm investigating this case. To be perfectly honest, your involvement is a headache I could do without. You should just leave it to the professionals.
Well, as long as the case is solved in the end, does it matter if it's facts or fortuity that get you there? There's no doubt in my mind that I'll solve this mystery.
Oh?
So, if you'll excuse me, I have work to do. If you call rolling dice and drawing tarot cards work.
Catriel Layton. Just because you're Professor Layton's daughter. Va bene? We'll see how far your methods get you.
Sounded rather sinister. Who was that woman, Inspector Hastings? She's a profiler. She's pretty well respected down at the yard. Emiliana Perfetti is her name. We all call her Perfect Perfetti. A profiler? You mean someone who analyzes criminals and their motives? Something like that. Profiling's all about evaluating physical evidence and reconstructing crime scenes and the like. Perfetti's got a real knack for figuring out details about criminals by gathering a ton of information from crime scenes and analyzing everything she finds. She helped crack the number of cases that have had everyone else at the yard stumped. Sounds like she's a very talented lady. Yeah, and if we don't pull our claws out, she's gonna steal our thunder and solve this case before we do. You're right, Cheryl, and while we're building our reputation, we could really do with solving high-profile cases like this ourselves. Well, I'm gonna head back to the yard and see how the investigation's progressing. What about you? I think we'll start by heading to the river, where the incidents took place. Alright, well thanks, Kat. This isn't just about pleasing the mayor, of course, it's about allowing Londoners to enjoy the festival. I hear you loud and clear, Inspector, so we'll be running along. Ugh. My voice is not great this morning, and I completely forgot what kind of voices I even did for anyone. I feel like the only one I can kind of ever remember doing is Kat's voice. So every other voice changes drastically from episode to episode. Partly because I'm not recording them all at the same time. Oh, here we are. So this is where the festivities take place, is it? There's more going on than I expected, actually. Oh, look, ice cream. Later! Yes, all right, Cheryl. I was only joking. Investigation comes first, I know. Oh, freshly baked muffins. Just smell that. Joking, were you? Really? You wouldn't know anything had happened, would you? Everyone seems to be having a jolly good time. If our reporter friend Douglas Dirt is to be believed, the public are well aware of the incidents. Perhaps we should talk to a few members of the public while we're here and see if we can learn anything new. Hey, is that guy? Yeah. Oh, well. I thought that would be a coin, not a puzzle. Aha, I thought I saw something sparkling here. It's a puzzle. Oh yes, how funny. I thought it was some kind of decoration. I bet it'll sparkle even more brightly once I've solved it. Well, I guess we're starting this episode off with a puzzle. Cozy up the chicks. Use the 3 enclosures to make a bed for the chicks. Press and hold A to pick up an enclosure and move it around. Position the enclosure so that all of the chickens are contained. Can they not overlap? Like... That's what I'm curious about. Like, this seems... I mean, I'm assuming just to get the space of it all. Like, what's gonna get the most with 1? That's what we need. We can get 3 there. I guess 1 there. I don't think we're getting the 3 with this one, though. Yeah, so, alright. So this is kind of an interesting puzzle. Means we can get those 3, but definitely not getting that corner one with anything. So maybe that's not the right thing up there. What about the square? What can we get with the square? Similar kind of thing. Can we get these bottom 3 with a circle? No. Interesting, interesting. Then maybe we get 2 with that one. Is there any way, any 3 we can get with the triangle? It doesn't really seem like it, does it? Especially because, like, obviously these 3 would be good, but it's not that kind of triangle. Let's just see that. What can we... We can get 2. Obviously, we could always... Or can we even get this top 2 with the triangle? It doesn't even seem like it. No, we can. Just do that, I guess.
I've seen how to solve this now. And
We did it!
that's how it's done.
Always good to start off with successful puzzling. You did it! Chickens are all contained within the enclosures. It's a little cramped, more than we expected. There, I was right. It's sparkling much more brightly now that I found its solution. Oh yes, miss. You make everything sparkle more brightly. Cool. Discovered the stage show soundtrack. Alright. A river. People. Yeah. End coin. The bridge. Yeah. Another hint coin. Trees. My bike. Alright, let's just talk to some people. Or have you heard the rumors about what happened this morning? They say some fiend was shoved into the river, and then a lass chucked herself in the other bank. It's just like the legend of the Thames, so it is. I used to sing sea shanties about it when I was a lad. Now I'm here. Just found out about something called the Riverside Show of Devotion going off this evening. It's sad about this missing couple and everything, but I still want to enjoy the show. Cool. That was not helpful. Assuming they'll have a puzzle. Oh wow, oh wow, this is the Riverside Festival? I can't believe it, it's the best! I know, isn't it just the best? I suppose it is the most famous festival in London, mind you. I'd heard it was really boring though, but look at all these people here. Coming here was just the best idea, Benji. I really wanted us to take part in the show of devotion tonight, but apparently you have to apply in advance. Oh no, really? But I wanted everyone to see how in love we are. Feels rather like the tragic incidents of which actually attracted more people down here. Yes, it was always something of a low-key affair before the Riverside Festival. I think perhaps not very many people were ever really aware of it. So it seems that since people got wind of the incidents, they've decided to come down here and see what the festival is all about.
That's poor taste, that is.
Well, it's the way of the world, Cheryl. It's only when things make the headlines for whatever reason that people realize what they're missing. Much like how all these people are in the presence of a great detective at this very moment, but they have no idea. I'm sure your name will be in the paper soon, Miss Layton. Don't you worry. Man, she's very high and mighty, which obviously she's, Professor Layton's daughter, she's super smart. But damn. She's like, I'm the best. I'm the greatest detective. Yes, hopefully. Anyway, we still haven't found anything more about the incidents, have we? No, there's so many people here for the festival, but no one seems to have actually seen what happened. Well, let's not forget that incident took place on both banks of the river. We should go and investigate on the other side as well. Come along, you two. Coming, miss. Alright. Time to check the other side. See what we got there. It's a lot quieter on this side, wow. So this is where the missing woman threw herself into the river then.
It's dead quiet on this bank compared to the other side where the festival's happening.
Yes, but there are still plenty of passers-by. Somebody may have seen something.
But how will we ever find them?
Well, we certainly won't find out anything unless we start asking people some questions. Kitty. I want to ask the kitty some questions. A bench. See if we can find any more hit coins. Got some. Fishing rod. Oh! Oh, damn it. I thought those were hint coins, not fucking fashion whatever. Well, let's talk to the cat first.
Meow. That's it. Pierce my eardrums, why don't you?
Hmm?
Is that a puzzle he's buying?
Oh, I wonder what sort of puzzle a cat would be playing with.
Yeah, a cat with a puzzle. Never seen that before. All right, Pinstripes, I'll show you how it's done.
Oh, what, Cheryl's gonna solve this one? We got Cheryl, the hound, solving this puzzle, bringing up the rear. All right. After 5 friends arrive at an arranged meeting place, they each describe what they could see ahead of them on the way. Here's what they all say. A. I could see C because we were walking together. B. I could see a few people ahead of me. C. D was walking in front of A. D. I didn't see anyone. E. B was walking behind C. Nobody overtook anyone else's way, so who arrived last? So A said, I could see C because we were walking together. So they were side by side. B said they could see a few people ahead of them, which was probably A and C then, because E said B was walking behind C, C and A were walking together. D was walking in front of A, so D was front. I'm assuming E was last. If we go fight, D didn't see anyone, so they were probably first. And then it was probably A and C together, and then B, and then E. Maybe I'm overthinking it.
Got some bite.
Nope, got it.
Yeah.
It was easy, Cheryl. We did it. You did it. D was in front of A, and A and C were together. B was behind C, and since it was E that saw them, he must have been right at the back. Ah, to be so laid back. How How he does it is a Mr. E. Ha 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 ha. Funny joke.
There, done it. Haha, I wonder where this Mogi got the puzzle from in the first place.
Meow, 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 meow. All right, let's talk to the fisherman. Good evening, sir. What have you caught? Anything?
Ah, fellow night fisherman, are you? What have you caught? What have I caught, you ask? Let me see. Fish? Yes, I've caught fish.
Oh, dearie me. I'm not sure we're going to have much luck with this chap. We're investigating the incident that occurred here earlier today. Do you know anything about it?
Incident? What incident? Oh, you mean that incident.
So you know about it? The woman who fell into the river?
Know about it? I saw it. Saw it with me own eyes.
Bingo! An eyewitness straight off the bat.
That is fishy.
Could you tell us what you saw, please?
What? Who saw me?
Yes, you just said you saw what took place with your own eyes.
Oh, yes, of course. The place. Yes, I saw them. All right. That's, although it's unusual to see
Place here? So they might have been soul. What? No, not fish. We're asking about the woman who fell into the river.
the woman, you say, in the river. Do you know, I think I might have seen something like that. Or did I? Make up your mind.
Holy mackerel, your dog made me jump with that odd sound and bark. But actually, it's made me remember something. Really?
It was this morning, early. The sun wasn't quite up yet. I was here fishing as usual. Anyway, nothing was biting, and I was just gazing over at the opposite bank, absent-mindedly when it happened. I could make out a fellow standing there, and then another figure appeared behind him and shoved him in.
What happened to the man who fell in?
Well, I didn't see him thrashing about or anything. He just vanished. I don't know if he went under straight away or if he was washed downstream or what. Then, whoever did it just ran off, just like that, without a second glance.
It's a murder then, no doubt about it. There's more to this case though, Ernest. Carry on, please, sir. What else can you tell us?
Well, before I even had time to be surprised, a woman on this side of the river threw herself in as well.
Are you certain about that? She definitely threw herself in.
Dead certain. I've got a memory like a... I've got a great memory, me. Says who? She was a young woman. She was standing not far from me, just looking into the water with a sad look in her eyes. But I never expected her to jump in. And it was the same with her. She just disappeared straight away. Once she hit the water, I never saw her again. Someone must have called the old Bill because they were here not long after. I don't think they found her, though.
So the woman really did throw herself in. It was suicide then. And did you get a look at whoever it was who pushed the man in on the other bank, sir?
Oh, I saw him all right, yes. But I couldn't really tell you what they looked like. The river's wide here, see? It's a fair old distance to make out any distinguishing features or such like.
So you couldn't see the culprit's face then?
Sorry, not at all, no. I couldn't even guess at the person's height, let alone describe their face.
I see. Well, you've still given us a very valuable statement, sir. Thank you. You've been a real help.
Yeah, why have you spotted some? Don't worry, I'll grab the bait and we'll hook them together.
No, it's all right. Thank you again for your time. Goodbye now. The opposite bank is too far away for our fisherman friend to have made out the face of the person responsible for pushing the victim into the river. Aha, I've had an idea. Ernest, could you just sprint over to the other side of the river now?
Just sprint over? That's the best part of a mile. He's not your dog's body, cat.
Oh, I don't mind.
You don't mind?
Of course not. I'd be delighted to do it.
Delighted to? Are you barking? Now what are you grinning like that for?
Have you forgotten the legend? When you gaze at each other from opposite banks of the Thames, your love will... never mind. I'll be on my way. What a silly kook, that Ernest. As quickly as you can, please, Ernest.
Now that is a bad case of puppy love.
It is pretty bad.
Well, that was a long way. Now then, Miss Layton should be just over. Yes, there she is. Yo, Miss Layton! The other bank certainly is a long way off. I can't make out Ernest's face from here. The old fisherman was right, it seems. You're going to wave back. The little tyke's going to wave his arm off in a minute. It looks like witness statements aren't going to help us identify the culprit. We'll have to find other avenues. You're not hearing me at all, are you? Poor pup. Throw him a bone, cat. Nah.
Two people killed in exactly the same way as the legend. Coincidence? There's no such thing as coincidence.
I agree, cat. That was a very short cutscene. I thought it would be longer. I'm back. I was waving and waving. Did you see me, miss? I don't think she saw you. No. You did it. Well, I was deep in thought, Ernest. Oh, I see. Gosh, that sprint must have been catching up with me. I feel shattered all of a sudden. Don't be disheartened, Pinstripes. The road to true love is never easy, they say. Ernest, there's no time to catch your breath, I'm afraid. We have to find out more about the victims now. Both the man who was pushed and the woman who threw herself in were residents of Chancellor Lane, according to what Inspector Hastings told us. So let's head back there and see if we can find anything out that might be useful. Okay. Oh, that's there. I was like, why? They're pants. Where do they fit? There we go. So we got some pieces again, kind of similar to the other thing. There's not a lot of pieces either, so it kind of does make me feel like there's going to be, like several cases. We'll have to see with the next case after this one, how they, if there's a, a through line between them, but. Let's go by bicycle, Chancery Lane. Let's do it. It's rather a funny coincidence that both the man and the woman lived here on Chancery Lane. You could say they were our neighbors, but I don't recall ever having seen either of them before. Well, it's not like we've been on Chancery Lane for long, is it? I'm sure we wouldn't recognize the majority of our neighbors. Anyway, let's see if anyone else on the street has some information for us. It's Mr. Italian guy again. I don't know if because this is a location I've already been for, if I would be able to get other... Oh, a puzzle? Wasn't expecting that. Look at that, there's a puzzle dancing around in the smoke from that chimney. What are you alluding to? I don't see any puzzle. There's no time to explain, Cheryl. I'll float away if we don't act quickly. Wasn't expecting a puzzle. I thought it was going to be a random item. You have been given two very different shaped stars. The one on the left is a pointy star. The one on the right is a flower-shaped star. Can you use both of them together to make 5 circles? Press A briefly over a star to change its size, from small to medium to large. Press and hold A to pick up a star so you can move it around and use... So to pick it up. Rotate it. Did it.
This isn't
That one was pretty easy. You could see the intent from the get-go of what that one was gonna be. You did it. All right, let's talk to the Italian guy. Ciao, Bella, Signorina. I've been waiting expectantly for you to visit us again. I'm sure Miss Layton doesn't appreciate your over-familiar tone. How kind of you, and good evening. Actually, I was hoping to ask you a few questions. Have you heard about the couple who went missing in the Thames this morning? Of course, Vic and Tim are both regular customers of ours. I see. They come here together on dates, you mean? No, they always come with friends. I don't think I've ever seen them here on their own as a couple. Really? Well, thank you for your time. You aren't dining with us today, Signorina. Such a shame. Well, don't be a stranger. Ciao, ciao. Yeah, I don't think there's gonna be any other coins, so let's just talk to this person. Good evening, madam. I wonder if you might spare us a minute to answer some questions. Yes, what about? Have you heard about the couple who live here in Chancellor Lane that went missing this morning after falling into the Thames? Vic and Tim, you mean? Yes, I heard. It's so awful. You know them personally? Oh, yes, they're very well known around here. They're both performers, you see. They love the limelight, those two. Like this. Puzzle! There is a silhouette of someone standing on a pitch black stage. They're waiting for the lights to come on so they can dazzle the audience. Can you light up the whole stage using only 4 spotlights? The light change direction if they hit a mirror. Select the light to switch it on or off and illuminate every single square with the spotlights. Okay, so these are spotlights. So I just want to see something. What happens? Okay. Yeah. Just a little trial and error right now. Seeing what's up. Probably not that one. That one's not bad. Like those two do the same thing. But I have to get that one. Because I have to illuminate every square. So like, you know, that makes sense. But then I'm gonna I have to hit that one. Because I feel like that's the only way. Yeah, because I can't rotate them. Oh, okay. That one, that was big, that was big. What about this one? That did a lot. There we go.
If you'll entertain my idea here. Still no patch on Miss Layton, of course.
Ah, you're fine, Ernest. You know, you're good enough. You did it. You stayed. The stage is filled with light. Well done. You solved it. You're very good, aren't you? Can you tell me more about the couple in question now? Yes, Vic and Tim are both star performers in musical theater. They're both actors, you mean? Yes, and very talented singers and dancers. They have the inimitable stage presence only natural performers possess. It's a terrible blow for the West End, this. There's a suggestion that Tim was pushed. Do you think it's possible someone bore him a grudge? Tim? I can't imagine so. He's such a mild-mannered fellow. And I saw Vic just yesterday. She didn't seem any different to normal. I just can't believe she would have thrown herself into the river. Really? You saw her yesterday? That's right, at Lipsky's Patisserie. Vic absolutely adores the cakes there. I can't bear it when I think of Vic's face, lighting up at the prospect of one of Alex's cakes. I have to believe they're both alright. They'll be found soon, surely. They'll just pop up again, somewhere, won't they? Let's hope so. Well, thank you for your time, madam. Oh, you're welcome. I'll just keep on praying for a miracle. So, she's a cake fan. So what you're saying is we have to visit our old friend, I was going to say criminal, but technically they weren't criminals in the first case. They were trying to cover up a mistake. Would someone who was so excited about a cake only a day earlier really have thrown herself into a river the following day? I It could have been a final farewell treat to herself. Of course, it couldn't. No matter how depressed you were, a delicious cake would always put you in a brighter frame of mind. Not everyone thinks like you do, Cat, thank goodness. Well, we've at least ascertained that Vic paid a visit to Lipsky's yesterday. Perhaps Alex might know something useful. Yes, you're right, Ernest. We should go there at once and see what we can glean. If he sells some of the cake he sold Vic yesterday, we'll absolutely have to sample it. How did I know you were going to say that? Because Cheryl, you see, Cat loves food. That is the end-all, be-all statement. Cat loves food. She will find any way to get food. Food is always on her mind. Always there. Alright. I'm gonna end this episode here, partly because these accents are making my throat hurt. I hope people enjoy the funny voices. I'm genuinely sort of trying. You know, I feel like if I'm just reading a lot of words, like, it's not as fun. So at least trying to distinguish the characters a little. I hope it helps. I hope people enjoy it, even if it's just a dumb funny, like, yeah, listen to that idiot. Yeah, so I'm gonna go get a drink. I hope you've been enjoying the puzzles and the voices, and that you'll subscribe and stay tuned for more, because I would appreciate that. But until then, I'll see everyone in the next one. Goodbye.